Hello YouTube, this is Brian Tubbs coming at you with another video. Today I'm working on a piece that we call flags. I'll be putting a picture up of it. It's, after we're done with it, it stands probably about 6 feet, 6'2", somewhere in there, 6'3", somewhere in there. Because I'm 6'2", so it stands kind of above my head. So it could be 6'3" or 6'4", somewhere in there. But this is the pole it sits on, and this is the base. And these are the, well, as we call, flags. Again, this is all stainless steel. And what I'll be doing, it'll be off. I won't be able to shoot it on the video today. I'll be just kind of showing you guys what I'm doing with the base. But it'll be 4 of these stacked on top of each other, sitting on top of this pole going up. So all of them will have a arc to them, and they'll just be stacked going in different directions going up. I don't think I've showed you guys this piece before, but we call it flags. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of it just on my phone, and then I'll be putting a picture of it on the screen. Okay, this is I don't know if you guys can see that because the lights are so bright, but I think I may have, yeah, this is kind of a picture of it right here once it's all complete. I think I showed you guys a picture of this when I was delivering the piece Heart of Man. It's set up on this wall where it was 3 sculptures. It was Prism, Heart of Man, and then Flags was on the very end. But I don't think I've ever showed you guys, you know, how it's done. But this stands about almost 3 feet tall with the base and this piece of round stainless steel. And then once we put, and then those pieces are about 3 feet tall, each of them, and they stack, it's going up. So this is the pipe that we use. All right. Yep. Thanks a lot. And this is the base that we use. It's all, again, it's all stainless steel. And this is a flat piece of stainless, and then I put these pieces on the side just to give it more width. And it just makes it look better than just having a flat piece. Sometime we'll do just all flat, and we'll drill the holes in the 4 corners. And this just won't have these lips on it. And if I do it like that without these lips on it, I'll make the base wider. But since I'm making the base a little bit smaller, I just added these lips onto it just to give it more width. You know, just for stability, because the wind will be pushing those flags, and the flag portion kind of sways a little bit in the wind, which people really love. So today I gotta weld the pole to this base, you know, just to get it started. And after we weld the poles to the base, that's when we can start putting the flags on top. Like I said, we'll bend each flag, set it on there, and then we'll take the next one, bend it, set it on there, and just trying to find the right position for it and the right relationship for that one. And then we'll cut our slot in, slide that piece in, TIG weld it in, and just keep going up. And that's basically how we do the piece flags. So let me go ahead and turn the welder on just to get set up here. And I'm gonna move the camera in a little bit closer so you guys can get a better view of what I'm trying to do. All right, so what my goal is to just kind of go around here and just tack, just put some tacks in, just so I don't want to start welding here and just keep welding and this thing starts moving, twisting, or as opposed to being straight up and down, it will be going on an angle, one way or the other. So the first thing I'm going to do is just shoot some tacks in. I'm set up at 80 amps, right around 10 CFM on the gas, or CFH, but I'm going to just try and keep it clean, so I'll probably just kick my gas up a little bit more because I won't be grinding in this section. It'll just be what it is. But we will be passivating the whole thing after we get it all done, just to keep it from rusting over time. Let me see if I can get a couple tacks in here. All right, that's one. It's trying to raise up already. Just from that one tack, it's trying to pull it. So I'm gonna have to go to the other side. Or what I'll do is I'll just take and just gently spin it. So I do not want this thing to fall off of here. My wife put the grind designs in it. And this pole and the flags, she did all that work. All right, so put a tack right here to pull it back this way. So it'll be somewhere in this section here, I'll put the tack. That was successful. Spin it in. And with this one, I'm not using my finger control. I'm just using the pedal because this pipe is not very thick. So I don't want to take a chance on burning a hole through it. So I'm just controlling everything with the foot pedal. All right, it's successful so far. And the thing with this is I don't want to weld completely around after I tack it. I want to weld it, I'll move it, I'll go someplace else, weld it, keep moving, because I don't want this base to warp. I got to keep it flat. If I was using thicker base material, I will go ahead and just weld the whole thing. But since I want a little bit lighter weight on this stainless, I'm not gonna just push it. Now I could spray it with the chemical that I showed you guys a few videos ago, where you can spray it on here and to keep the heat localized, won't allow the heat to spread. But I just don't want to use it on this right now, because sometimes that stuff can leave a stain, and I don't want to get the stain too close to the pipe, and I can't get my grinder in there to grind it away from there without damaging the pipe. So it'll just be all technique this time. And after a couple more tacks, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of start welding from tack to tack, just to see how it's welding up. I need a fast travel speed. I can't be slowing around, so I just need to be sure that this 80 amps is going to be good. And like I said, these welds I will not be grinding, so I'm gonna have to just do, you know, make it look pretty. I have a few things in the way of my foot pedal, and when I'm tigging, I do not like to have stuff that's restricting my foot from raising off of the pedal. Because if you have restrictions coming off the pedal, you can start burning holes, because you can't you know, take your foot off and reduce the amperage. It's going to keep going, and before you know, you burn a hole through. And I am just not up for fixing holes in a tight situation like this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just start connecting some of the dots. I think I'll bring you guys in just a little bit closer if I can. All right, we'll just see how this goes. I'm really just trying to keep that heat between both pieces. I don't want to get too much heat on this pole because it's just not thick enough to take all the heat, so I'm trying to keep it on the thicker base portion. Just going a little bit. Dabbing. And then I'm stopping so I can see it heating up and trying to blow a hole. I cannot have holes. So I'm going about an inch and a half, 2 inches. Then I'll turn it. Just gonna let that heat kind of dissipate. And I'll just keep doing it like this. Until I complete the circle. So all you can do is weld a little bit. You gotta stop, reposition. And I'm normally somewhere around 100 amps when I'm doing this. Because like I said, normally I'm using a thicker material pole. But since this is all they had, I'm using this. And I'm hearing the metal trying to move a little bit. But the heat is pretty good. If it was really getting hot out in this area, I would just stop. Because the heat is just spreading further than I would like it for it to. So like I said, I don't want this thing to warp at all. If I was welding aluminum, I would try and focus more of my heat on the upper portion, which I normally do anyway. But in a situation like this, I gotta kind of focus my heat more on that bottom plate and right into that corner. I'm just trying to keep it as even as possible going around there. So I'm gonna move it to a spot that's somewhat cool. Because there's nothing like doing something like this, and when you get it finished, your base has warped so much that when you put it on concrete to stand it up, it's rocking back and forth. So I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. $80 amps is really good for this, because once I put my foot on the pedal, within about a second and a half, it's burning in. My puddle was flowing. Anything more than 3 seconds, I don't. If it won't melt within 3 seconds, my puddle won't get going within 3 seconds. I got to kick it up a little bit on the amps. So whenever you're doing something like this, just have like a 3 second rule. That if your puddle is not starting to form within 3 seconds or less, kick your amperage up just a little bit. And again, I'm just trying to keep that weld as consistent as possible. I'm gonna go on this side and close this out. I'm gonna get my tie-ins going so it won't look like I stopped and started too much. And this is the easy part of this piece. This is the easy part. The hard part is putting the flags on top, because you trying to figure out exactly how you want to do it, and it has to look right, has to have the right spacing, all that stuff. So it can take hours to do the flag portion of this. So what I'll probably do after I finish this, I'll cut the video and then have to come back at some point in the positioning of the flags. What I just remembered too, I'm gonna have to, once I get done with this, molding this portion, I'm gonna have to turn this upside down and drill a hole in the bottom of this as a drain hole. almost there. Last section. All right, good. Get to the last tie-in. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna move the camera out. All right, guys, this is kind of the finished piece. You can see all the welds flowed in nicely. Then this is the penetration on the bottom. I have to see that penetration or I'm not satisfied. And now what I have to do is go through and bore a hole in the center for drainage. And so after this, now it'll be time to go ahead and start putting an arc on these in the English wheel, just to get them rolled just a little bit, and then you start stacking them on top of each other going up. And as I said before, these will be about 6'3", 6'4" feet tall when we get it finished. It will have some movement in the wind, which people love, and it's designed to do that. And people love them, and we sell quite a few of these. So what I'll do is on the next video, after we get everything kind of stacked up, I will make another video on me doing the final welds, and I'll kind of talk you guys through that. The reason I'm not filming the stackings, because my wife and I will be in here, we'll be in all types of positions, our backs will be to the camera. It'll just be difficult to film that portion. But after we get the initial setup done, then I'll make another video on how to go in and TIG weld in the tight spots and all that kind of stuff. Okay, guys, this is Brian Tubbs again, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. So if you would like, subscribe, tell your friends about it, and all the other YouTube stuff you guys do, I'd appreciate it. And as usual, peace out.